SFLm Season 5 playoffs are here, and it is a matchup of a Week 7 rematch. It is the regular season champion San Jose Flight taking on the number 4 seed Ottawa Cavalry. I am just Justin Desad along with my broadcast partner Brett Solberg, and tonight, Brett, we have a matchup from the regular season, but this time it's for the playoff spot in a championship game.
Yeah, you're talking about a Week 7 rematch that we saw just a little bit ago, 22-19 in favor of the Flight this time around. However, with two different trajectories coming through as Ottawa punched their way into the semifinals with a 35-17 win over Lincoln, whereas San Jose fell flat against Albuquerque 38-17. Two different paths, but this is a 1 versus 4. We're going to see how this ends up here, Justin.
Yes, we're going to see how it ends up this 1 versus 4 matchup here in this semifinal matchup for a championship game. If San Jose wins this one, the championship game will be in LA, but if Ottawa wins the other game that's going on right now, one of those two teams could host the championship game. The all-important ball on the tee here for Jacobson. Hands in the air, and we are about set, and we are underway from San Jose, California. This semifinal is underway. As Isaiah Wade takes it from all the way down before he is tackled at the 25-yard line. Let's meet the San Jose offense, the regular season champions. Looks like this: quarterback Jordan Sipe, Jay-Z Beck, and the half running back. Fullback is Torino Rivera. Isaiah Way is with his wide receiver core with Jay Viper and Terrell Cooper, and JT Penn is the tight end. 1st and 10 for San Jose at the 25 in a shotgun set. Sipe gets the snap. He throws it and it is caught. Therefore, first down there by TJ Bandit.
And that'll do it there on 90 all slants to start things off here for San Jose, as all 4 receivers, including the tight end, get in a little quick slants option. One of them was going to get open, and this time it was to the tight end. And Jordan Sipe starting off strong here.
Yeah, Jordan Sipe starting off strong here as we're in offset I formation. 2 wide receiver, one to the bottom, 2 to the top here. As Jordan goes back to throw. He throws it short over to Bacon, and Bacon will get a 4-yard gain out of that. And let's meet this Ottawa defense. Ziggy Blaylock is the defensive end, along with Buster Bronx. The defensive tackles, Robert Vailing, Caden Portier. Linebackers are Juan Mississippi and Timothy Connolly. Amont Bryant Jr., Terrence Pearson are the cornerbacks. Free safeties, TJ Frosty, Kevin Smoker. And the strong safeties are Josh Neal and GB Wallace. As the handoff hits to JG Bacon, and Bacon will take that for San Jose first down into Ottawa territory at the 48.
Yeah, and J.Z. Bacon didn't see too much of that open space when playing against Albuquerque last week. He was stuffed a lot either on the line or behind the line of scrimmage. So already starting off this gut run with a first down definitely shows some positive promise for him.
1st and 10 at the Ottawa 48-yard line. Here for San Jose, bunch formation to the bottom of your screen. As Sipe gets a snap. He throws it in the coverage, and that one is caught by Jay Viper. First down once again for San Jose.
And Jay Viper became kind of that second half action guy for San Jose as they were trailing pretty early against the Albuquerque squad. Managed to get 61 yards. Sipe threw a little bit ahead of him on that pass, but Viper's arm still managed to grab the catch.
As it's 1st and 10 at the Ottawa 34. Single set formation, and Sipe goes back to throw, and that is once caught by J.Z. Bacon, and J.Z. Bacon only gets a yard there. I see it's tackled there by Mississippi.
Yeah, and we saw a couple of times where they went with swing options and pass screening options. Last week, I'm kind of surprised that they're still going down that well, as he only had 3 receptions for 10 yards, not really getting a lot of positive yardage throughout last week's game. But yeah, same thing here, only a yard.
2nd and 9 at the Ottawa 33. Sipe in a single set back formation. Gets a snap and handoff to Bacon, and Bacon finds the hole, gets a good 6-7 yards of that before he is tackled by Amont Bryant Jr.
It was good blocking from the San Jose offensive line to give J.Z. Bacon an opportunity to either go right up the middle as the center kind of split to his right, but instead he goes with his left side option where the left guard and the left tackle kind of separated through just enough, a decent 6 yards out of that.
3rd and 3 at the 27-yard line of Ottawa as Sipe gets a snap. He throws it short and finds Bandit. Bandit will get a first down out of that.
Yeah, that was very close too. As you can see, Bandit was a little bit wobbly on the catch and almost looked like he stepped out behind that first down line marker, but referees call it just in for progression and another set of downs here for San Jose.
1st and 10 at the Ottawa 24-yard line. 2 setbacks this time as Sipe goes back to throw. He looks. He's looking.
Good
he's
blocking.
looking. And he is sacked on the play by Vale.
Very unfortunate there for Jordan Sipe. He had a lot of time coming through. Ottawa deciding to rush from the left side as basically the entire defensive line went left. And the blockers did a really good job in giving Sipe enough time to look for a pass, but none of the receivers were open. So give credit to the Ottawa secondary to basically limit any options to 0 and force the sack.
2nd and 17 back at the Ottawa 31-yard line. Sipe under center, hands off to J.G. Bacon. Bacon trying to find room to run, and he can't find any room to run. Stopped it right there by Kevin Smoker with help from J.T. Frosty.
Yeah, and a little bit of jumbled blocking from both the receivers and offensive line as you had players all over the place, and Bacon basically had to work with what he had, and that led to basically just a yard.
3rd and 14 at the Ottawa 26-yard line. Sipe gets a snap. He throws it long and it is caught by Jay Viper for a San Jose touchdown. 6 points on the board early for San Jose.
And that is probably the opposite of what happened to San Jose last week as they get on the board first here. And that was just Jay Viper getting himself open, beating his secondary complementary. And Jordan Sipe had no other decision than to throw it to him. It was a smart decision, and it was an easy catch. That's 6 points on the board for the Flight.
As the kicker, Eddie Kavanaugh, gets his extra point up, and that one is good, and it's 7-0 San Jose. And if you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. As Kavanaugh is ready to kick it off to Isaiah King IV. It's King IV from his own 15-yard line. Gets it down to the Ottawa 38-yard line as he's tackled there. And here's the Ottawa Cavalry offense. Cyrus Drive, the quarterback. Dwayne Simons is the halfback. Amiza Maheta is the fullback. Wide receivers are Gus Scott, Michael Knight, Isaiah King IV, and Dusty Rourke is the tight end. As it's 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line of Ottawa. Jive under center. Goes back to pass. He throws it, and that one is caught by Gus Scott on the far near sideline. And that'll be a 2nd and 4 coming up here for Ottawa.
And it's going to be interesting how the Cavalry decide to approach things on the offensive end because they have a really good mix of both run and pass. Cyrus Jive, probably one of the best second half performers in terms of quarterbacks in this SFL season. And as well as Dwayne Salmon's definitely getting some impact later on in the later weeks.
As we're in a shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Jive gets a snap. He throws it and it is caught short there for a first down by Dusty Rourke of Ottawa. That'll be as she moves the chains.
Yeah, and you have to give credit to the San Jose secondary, knowing that Jive kind of wanted to throw it deep there and had to resort to basically his 5th option, which was the check down option to the tight end. And Rourke did a very nice job just catching the football to get that first down.
1st and 10 from the Ottawa 41-yard line. Single back formation here. Handoff is to Salmons. Salmons finds the hole. Gets the first
spacing. That's good.
And he is down 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Calgary!
And that is all great spacing from Ottawa's wide receivers. You got to give credit to both the offensive line and the wide receiving core, giving just enough space for Salmons to split the two wide receivers. If I'm not mistaken, that was Michael Knight and Isaiah King the fourth on that one side. And as long as Salmons had enough space, he was going to use that burst of speed to get to the end zone. What a quick response from the Cavalry here.
Very quick response here and they're about to tie it up on this extra point attempt coming from Jacobson. Snap and hold is good, and the kick is up, and the kick is good, and it's 7-all in this second semifinal. And the SFL convention is coming to the Las Vegas Strip July 10th through 12th. HyperX Sports Arena at the Luxor will host the season kickoff featuring all 28 teams in action, live commentary throughout the day, and every game on the big screen, and your chance to be introduced to the world as a football star. Visit simulationfl.net/convention for the most up-to-date details on convention events and broadcast schedules. As Jacobson's kick is away to Azaria Way. Way will take it from his 5. And he'll bring it back to the 26-yard line of San Jose. And this is starting to become a mirror image of the Week 7 matchup between these two teams, though it's 7-7 here in a pivotal semifinal matchup.
Yeah, and if it's going to be anything like that mirror matchup, we're going to see both defenses kind of clamp down here as we move towards the end or closer to the end of this game, as it ended only 22-19. But so far, both drives starting off with touchdowns.
As Sipe throws it over to once again to Jay Viper for a 6-yard gain here. A 3-yard gain for 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and San Jose really relying on Jay Viper here to get open on any passes that he can. This time with a short 3-yard out route, gets a little bit of extra yardage too with it, maybe another yard or two to make it a 2nd and 7. Does open the playbook a little bit here, so they could go with a JC Bacon outside run possibly. But yeah, playbook is a little bit open now.
As it's 2nd and 7 from the San Jose 28. Sipe under center. Handoff is to JC Bacon, and JC Bacon will get the first. We'll move the chains for a first down before he's tackled by Smoker.
And forget about outside runs. They're just going to go straight up the gut and rely on Bacon's power to kind of bruise his way through. But you got to give a lot of credit to that offensive line to split it open so that Bacon didn't have to use his strength and just use his speed to get to the first down marker.
Or my apologies there. That was Josh Neal on the top there of Kevin Bacon. First down and 10 from the San Jose 35. Sipe in a shotgun formation. Gets the snap. He throws it over to Bacon, and Bacon drags himself, gets him down to at least the 38-yard line for a 2nd and 7, and they will use the hurry-up option here.
They used this before in the first quarter to no avail. Let's see if they can get a first down out of this.
Snap is to Sipe, and Sipe will throw it over to, looks like Viper there, and Viper will get a good couple-yard gain out of that, 3rd and 4 at the 41.
Same scenario last week. Let's see if they can get this first down.
Snap over, pass again to Viper, and Viper will get a first down and try to get out of bounds, and once again, they will go to a hurry-up offense here.
They did get the first down, though, so this is positive for San Jose.
San Jose 46-yard line. Sipe gets the snap. He throws it out. Finds Viper now, and he has 55 yards on 6 catches, but that's only a 3-yard gain. That'll be a 2nd and 7 at the 48.
Yeah, and if he continues this way, Jay Viper is going to have 24 catches in this game, and he's going to be carrying this team on his back. But we'll see if that continues forward. They still have plenty of receiving options to go through. Why not go find Azariah Way, or maybe Terrell Cooper kind of misdirect that Ottawa defense a little bit.
As we're in a single set offset this time on a 2nd and 7 from the 48 of San Jose. Sipe gets the throw. He throws it, and
it's him again.
It's Jay Viper once again, and this has been the Jay Viper show this whole drive right now. Ottawa, as he moves the chains.
Yeah, think about this: 7 catches for about 80 yards already as they go with a cross route between him and DJ Bandit, or DJ Bandit, if I'm not mistaken, on that crossing route on the other side, and just it's going to leave one of those receivers open, and Viper once again using his speed to get more open and grabbing another catch.
First and 10 from the Ottawa 37-yard line. Sipe under center. He throws it short this time to Azaria Way, and Azaria Way will get an 8-yard gain out of that pass. 2nd and 2 coming up for San Jose.
Yeah, they kind of flipped the script there, as we've seen a lot of out routes going on the left side. This time they go with the right side and go Azaria Way's way, as I can say way enough times in a sentence, and gets that nice catch for an 8 yards.
2nd and 2, I formation here. Hand off to Bacon, and Bacon is just stopped short and right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Buster Bronx.
Yeah,
or Trent, excuse me.
Yeah, it looks like Ottawa's ready for that run, knowing that they want in a short down situation that they wanted to go either up the gut or maybe try to go a little bit on that misdirection run, and they guessed it right down the middle. Got him.
As another I formation here on the 3rd and 1. Pushing the line there, and Connolly is stopping with Pertier there. It's that they stopped JG Bacon for only a yard there, and it's 4th and inches.
And again, San Jose going with the same well there. Short down situation, run it up the gut, and possibly here we got a 4th and inches going for it here on San Jose's side.
I formation, 4th and inches. San Jose going for it here. 2 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter. Looking like Jordan Sipes going for a hard count here, and Ottawa not budging. And
Great
a timeout
defense.
taken.
Great defense up by Ottawa to stay disciplined on that. 4th and inches in the first quarter. San Jose in very favorable position. They're going to get a decent field goal attempt out of this, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to end up being about a 42-43 yarder. So not a bad decision going for a hard count here in good position. But Ottawa did a great job to stay disciplined.
Like you said, a 43-44 yarder coming out of the leg of Eddie Kavanaugh. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up from Kavanaugh. And it is good from 44 yards, and it's a 10-7 lead for San Jose.
Yeah, and San Jose is going to take that because they really drove it down the field and took a decent amount of time off the clock, almost ending the quarter in itself to get those 3 points and make that Ottawa defense tired by mixing in a little bit of slow and a little bit of hurry up on that offense as well. So great job from San Jose all around.
Kavanaugh with his hand in the air to send this one back to Ottawa. King the 4th from his own 10. And he has stopped his forward progress. Will stop at the 26-yard line. 1:41 to go in there in the first quarter. And the question is there a response from Ottawa here to take the lead?
And the big key from that last drive was the huge run from Dwayne Salmons. It's going to be interesting if they continue to go Salmons' way. Excuse me, or maybe see if Cyrus Jive has a little bit going on his magical arm of his.
As it's an offset I formation here, hand off to Salmons. And Salmons once again moves the chains for a first down before he stopped there. And we haven't had the San Jose defense yet because of that run by Salmons. And here it is. Greg Ward, the defensive end. Louis Negron and Mike Wagner are the defensive tackles. Rob Forace, Antonio Nichols, and Stan Diamond are the linebackers. Brady and King Moore and Skinny Washington are the cornerbacks. Free safety, Sam Blotner and Will Stern, and the strong safeties, Bryant James and Savant Watson. 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 37-yard line here. Jive under center. Gets the snap. He goes back to pass. Throws it to the way of, believe, Michael Knight there, but he fell out of bounds. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, and I talk about this every game that I'm in. The timing when you go on an out route is so crucial when throwing that football. And Jive just unfortunately was a little bit too late on that throw, and like you said, just didn't have enough of him to stay in bounds. And he caught that out of bounds, but it's not going to count.
2nd and 10 from the exact same 37-yard line of Ottawa. Jive once again gets a snap. He throws it, looking for Rourke or Gus Scott there. Miscommunication between the two there, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, very unfortunate, because that was two wide open receivers. Both Gus Scott and Dusty Rourke had basically nobody within a 3-yard radius between them, and they just happened to just bump shoulders, and the ball falls to the ground, and now it's going to be a 3rd and 10, maybe a chance for San Jose to get a stop here.
5 wide shotgun set. Jive all by his lonesome gets the snap. He throws it.
Oh.
And it is almost picked off by Splotner.
That's screaming Sammy Blotner getting there. Instead of slamming people to the ground, he uses his hands to just deflect that football. He was eyeing a possible interception out of that, but just falls to just to the bottom of his palms that sometimes you just can't hold on to. So great job from San Jose getting the field goal on the offensive end and getting a quick 3 and out. Even if they allowed a first down quickly, they definitely shored things up on this next set of downs.
4th down and a loft punt. Azaria Way back to return at this 25-yard line. And he will advance it up to San Jose 28-yard line. And now another San Jose drive here. Can they extend this lead, or can Ottawa stop them for a 3 and out this time around?
And the big key here is that Ottawa's offense was only out there for about 1 minute and 8 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. So San Jose ending the quarter with the football here, looking to extend this lead a little bit more. They've been really hot just on these first 2 drives alone. Maybe some more runs from JZ Bacon to come in store here. 2 back,
2 wide receivers set here. Stipe throws and he finds his area Way, and Terrell. That is Terrell Cooper there, getting a 6-yard catch there. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, and this would be a great time for San Jose to start spreading the wealth here. You gave a lot of that football to Jay Viper, especially in that second drive. He had about 5 or 6 catches alone on that second drive. So maybe spreading the wealth here is going to be good for San Jose.
As Stipe gets a snap, he throws it and looking for Viper, but it was in coverage there. The Ottawa looked like Pearson, Neal, and TJ Frosty there on the coverage.
And yeah, I would have to think Ottawa's pretty lucky for not getting a flag on the field there, as TJ Frosty was, I would say he was almost in the way of Jay Viper. That could have been pass interference, but no, says R62.
3rd and 4 from the San Jose 34. Stipe under center. Gets a snap. He throws it. Gets the Jay Viper moving the chains for a San Jose first down.
And there's a chance that Jay Viper could get double-digit catches if they decide to hurry it up here. But he's got 8 in this first quarter alone. He's got to be inching 90 yards already. And it's just already amazing how productive he's been on this offensive side in comparisons to last week, where it just felt like he got nothing going until garbage time. So very great job from San Jose and the crew.
That's just an offset eye here. Hand off to JG Bacon. And Bacon gets back to the little original line of scrimmage there. Stopped there by Connolly. As the first quarter wraps up here, it is San Jose 10, Ottawa 7. You're watching the SFLm semifinals on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Come on back. Back in San Jose, California, Justin Rasad, Brett Solberg on the call, Cameron Irvine producing back at SFL headquarters. 2nd and 9 here for San Jose after a 1-yard gain by Bacon on the last play. Another handoff to JT Bacon as Bacon finds the hole, gets a good about 4 yards before he's tackled at the 49-yard line of Ottawa.
Yeah, and San Jose is going to mix things up here with a lot of run and pass here. And again, it seems like their main go-to with these running back plays is runs up the gut. So the offensive line has to be keen on making that space open, which they did here to get 5 yards for JZ Bacon.
Second and a 3rd and 5 coming up here at the 48 of Ottawa. Step at the throw, catch made by Azaria Way, and Way will get moved the chains for a first down.
And look at that stat below there. Jordan Sipe has only had 1 incompletion through this quarter and a bit here. 15 of 16 to start things off, which is definitely good for the soul here in San Jose. If it continues with that pace, it's going to be very smooth rollings here for the flight.
One back shotgun set here, 3 wide receivers. Sipe gets a snap. He is thrown back by Robert Vale all the way back to the Ottawa 48.
Yeah,
or Biggie Blyhawk, excuse me.
Yeah, and the one problem that San Jose has had all season is protecting the quarterback, as Jordan Sipe got sacked 26 times throughout the entirety of the season. He's already got 2 in this game here, so the offensive line needs to kind of shore up here.
2nd and 17 at the Ottawa 48. Sipe throws it long, and it is intercepted. Intercepted. Amar Bryant Jr. on the interception, returns it to the 45-yard line.
That is just amazing magician work from the football, because I thought that was incomplete, and I was going to go talk about just his 2nd incompletion, Jordan Sipe here, but look at that ball just kick forward. I don't know whose foot, what happened there, but somebody's foot just kicked it up and gave prime opportunity for Amar Bryant Jr. just to snatch that up and go downfield. Just amazing. Wow. You'll never see that again.
You can't script football, as they say, as it's 1st and 10 at the 45 of Ottawa. Sipe, or drive under center. Single back through over receiver set, drives back to throw. Caught by Rourke, and Rourke gets a first down. Got him more. She moves the chains before she is tackled there by Blondner and James.
And there's that strength from Dusty Rourke coming in, getting a nice little 3-5 yard out route coming to the outside, and just shed that tackler away, saying goodbye to Skinny Washington. You're too skinny for me, my friend. As she gets that easy first down, and Ottawa's starting to roll.
San Jose territory for Ottawa at the 36, 1st and 10. Jive in a shotgun formation. He gets the snap. He throws it short. Finds Scott. Scott will get 6 yards before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and it looks like Ottawa's really relying on short out routes to get themselves moving a little bit forward here. San Jose kind of moving their corners back a little bit more, and it's leading to those open out routes to be completed easy. That's another easy 6 yards for Ottawa.
2nd and 4, San Jose 33. Cyrus drive under center and an offset eye. Handoff is to Salmons. The Salmons finds the hole. He gets a few yards out of that before he is met right there by Negro and company.
Yeah, and the San Jose defense probably wanting to key in on Salmons a little bit more after that 59-yard run, and so far kind of been limited here, but haven't seen too many touches from him since that big run.
Another offset eye here. Jive under center. Goes back to pass. He throws it, and it is almost intercepted by Blotner. Got Scott on the tender receiver, James, also on the coverage.
And again, it looked like the same place that Blotner deflected that last possible interception from a drive ago. Just off the bottom of his palms there. Just needs to lower his hands just a bit to grab that football. That would have been a big momentum shifter to get this back to San Jose. But 47-yarder coming up for Ottawa.
47-yarder from Eric Jacob coming. Snap and hold her good. Jacobson's kick is on the way. It is no good. Wide to his left.
It seemed a little bit short as well for Jacobson. Just maybe didn't have the proper placement. The lining was almost perfect, maybe a little bit off right center. But yeah, just didn't have enough leg to it. And San Jose is going to get this football back here to maybe possibly extend this lead again. They need to take an opportunity out of this to see if they can extend this to maybe one full touchdown plus.
First and 10 at their own 37. Sipe gets a snap. He throws it long, and it is bounced around. Almost
up it again!
And it's intercepted. This second one.
Brian again!
Amar Bryant Jr., number 2 on the night for Ottawa, and Ottawa's back in business.
This man must have a rabbit's foot shoved somewhere in his padding, because that is the second time that he has just stumbled to a bobbling football in the air, and basically back-to-back plays. Just very unfortunate for Jordan Sipe. I see where he was going with that, trying to go deep, trying to go with his main option. It just didn't work out, just too many safeties there, and Amar Bryant grabs the interception.
First and 10, this time Ottawa starts from the 29-yard lines. Cyrus Shai back to throw. He's looking, scrambling, throws, and that one is at the 30-yard line. He's tackled at the 25. First down, Ottawa.
Throw that onto your highlight package, Cyrus Jive. Amazing work to elude himself away from the pressure coming in and throwing an absolute laser beam to Gus Scott, who beat his man just a little bit more and gets a great catch, flipping the field entirely. San Jose at the 26.
26-yard line of San Jose for Ottawa. Jive under center. Park changing the play. Back to pass. He throws it over to Dwayne Salmon, and Salmon's looking for space to find, but all he finds is lost yardage there.
Just didn't seem to work out on Ottawa's side there. Sometimes with that screen pass, you just have to have enough blockers, and this time they only really had one blocker, so it was doomed from the start.
Yeah, looked like Greg Ward there on the tackle for loss. It's a 2nd and 12 at the 27 of San Jose. Jive back to pass once again in.
Wow.
This time, once again, it is caught. This time by Isaiah King the fourth.
Yeah, and that is Cyrus Jive throwing everything that he can to that football and place it to a spot where his receiver can catch it, and that's just great work from Isaiah King just to beat his man. It looked to be Stern that was the guy trying to defend it. Will Stern, the free safety, just signed in week 8, so just missed his assignment a little bit there, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 10 of San Jose. Short pass over there with Dwayne Salmon. The Salmon's again looking for room in the flats, but he can't find it. He loses yard there all the way back to the 11.
Yeah, and it seemed like, again, you can't have a situation where you go with a screen pass and only have one blocker, because in a defensive set that San Jose had, he had 3 linebackers essentially right on the spot waiting for Dwayne Salmons, and again, another dude from the start screenplay.
2nd and goal from this time from the 11-yard line, I formation. Handoff hits to Dwayne Salmons, and Salmons this time gets back to the original line of scrimmage and no further.
Yeah, and San Jose doing a good job to shore up that defense and closing up the holes there as we see a joint tackle alongside Braylon King Moore, I believe was Rob Foraker on that tackle as well. So San Jose doing a good job. 3rd down.
5 wide receivers on this 3rd and goal. Jive gets a snap. He throws it looking for his wide receiver there. Looked like Michael Knight there, and he was way outside the end zone. 4th down.
Yeah, and there ended up being 2 open receivers, and Jive went with the right side option, but Isaiah King IV was open on that left middle side on that post route. Maybe saw a better option on the right side, but just threw it a little bit too far, almost through the hash marks in the field goal. They could possibly contend for 3 points, but that's not how the rules work, my friend.
Yes, 4th and goal and a field goal coming up. This time a second chance for Eric Jacobson. This kick is up, and this one is good from 27 yards. And we are all tied at 10 apiece. And the SFL has partnered with Rare Drop Sports and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are in the works. Visit raredrop.co for more information about what the company does in the gaming community, and follow Rare Drop Sports on Twitch at twitch.tv/rdsports. As his area way takes it from his 5. Finds a hole, but all he can do is get it back to the 26-yard line.
And San Jose's got to really be chomping at the bit there, as they had two essentially opportunistic drives basically fizzle out via interceptions. So Jordan Sipe maybe has to calm himself down here. Maybe rely on JZ Bacon a little bit more to start off the drives here as they go with a heavy set.
5:30 here to go in the first half. As Sipe gets a short throw off, and it is caught by Bandit. That'll be a 9-yard gain for 2nd and 1 coming up.
And another way to start the momentum is to #throw it to the tight end. And going right with DJ Bandit on a very short play, just using his strength and all 265 pounds of him to rumble his way for 9 yards.
The old Mike Daggs treatment there as Sipe goes back to pass. Long ball coming, and that is almost intercepted again. Could have been his 3rd of the night for Mark Bryant Jr. Yeah,
and the Canadians would love this. That could have been a hat trick of interceptions from Amar Bryant Jr. Perfectly playing that pass, no worries at all, and trying to rely on his vertical, his jumping action to get that football. Almost gets number 3.
As it's 3rd and a yard, 2 set back, 1 wide receiver set here, and handoff. It's the Bacon, and Bacon trying to get over the first down marker, but it's Rivera Terreno there trying to get to the first down marker, but Connolly's there to stop him.
Yeah, and Ottawa did a great job on guessing what that play was going to be. They had a feeling it was going to go run after the long pass just didn't work, and they go with their big 245-pound fullback in Toronto Rivera, and they just stop him right at the line.
4th and 1 and a punt here. Landers to punt it. Or Lynn to punt it. Isaiah King the 4th to return out the 25, and he will take it to the 29. That'll be where 1st and 10 will begin for the Ottawa Cavalry.
And now it's Ottawa's chance to take this lead here. They've been starting from behind or in a tied game the entirety of this first half. This is now their first chance to see if they can take a chance and get a lead out of this, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line, or 29-yard line of Ottawa. Jive gets a snap. Short throw over to Dwayne Salmons, and Salmons will get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, and it seemed like that was a design play for Salmons to get a couple extra yards just to start things off here. But unfortunately for Ottawa, that one-step drop just didn't give a lot of time for Salmons to grab that catch and get a forward progression.
Single back, 3 wide receiver set, Sive under center. Gets a snap. He throws it. Looking for Maheda there, but all he finds is Washington on that coverage.
Yeah, and again, it's a great job from Skinny Washington to just get his hand up. It was a diving catch attempt that you saw there from the receiver, but all Skinny Washington really needed to do was just track that football in the air and get his hands up for the deflection.
4 wide receiver shotgun set here. Jive gets a snap, he throws. And that one is caught by Michael Knight this time. Couldn't find it, get one in the end zone, but this time he takes it he moves the chains to the 40.
Yeah, and the big difference there between the last play and this one here is that Michael Knight finds a way to burn past Skinny Washington just by enough so that Jive can go through basically a perfect motion, drop back, and just throw it. And great throw, great catch from Knight, and Ottawa's rolling here.
Ottawa 1st and 10 in at the San Jose 40-yard line. Jive under center in this 2 wide receiver, 1 back set. Handoff is to Dwayne Salmons, and Salmons loses a yard or two out of that. Quickly coming from his defensive spot there was number 99.
Yeah, and Stan Diamond.
Stan Diamond, excuse me.
Yeah, Stan Diamond, the week 4 signing here, just guessing the right direction on that outside run.
As Jive is back to pass, throws it over to Salmons, and Salmons will advance this back to the original line of scrimmage there, but he is stopped there by James.
Yeah,
King Moore.
Yeah, and basically Ottawa getting net 0 out of these 2 plays on this set of downs. Now making a 3rd and long situation, you have to think Jive's going to possibly throw this, as San Jose's corners are kind of bunching up here. This might not be the right decision.
Yeah, bunching up there, and this 3 wide receiver bunched up to the bottom of the screen. Single. Damon is offset.
Oh!
But he is sacked on. But Jive is sacked on the play. Give that sack to once again Diamond there, coming out of his linebacker spot.
Yeah, the MVP on this set of this set of downs here is Stan Diamond getting the 2-yard loss here as we hit the 2-minute warning after the sack.
2-minute warning here. 10 all here between San Jose and Ottawa. You're watching the SFLm playoff semifinal presented by APM Music. We will be right back after this. Back in San Jose, California, season 5 semifinal between the Ottawa Cavalry and the number 1 seed regular season champion San Jose Flight, as Aiden Loft kicks it away to his area away. But this time it is bouncing around and it is a back. Ball will be put at the 20-yard line of San Jose.
Oh, and I really, really feel bad for that secondary member, or not secondary, that special teams member there. Is it looked like he was going to grab that football and kind of twinkle toes his way inside the field, but he just bobbles it a bit and he ends up in the end zone. Now San Jose starts at the 20. They got their 2-minute drill action going here.
2 wide receiver, 2 back set. Sipe under center. 1st and 10 at the 20. Throw to Bacon, or make that to Rivera, and he spins around but gets 2 yards there, and Mr. 2 interceptions there on the tackle. That's Amar Bryan Jr.
Yeah, double flats from the running backs there. You had Bacon on the right side, and they went with Rivera on the left. Gets a couple yards there, not too bad. But if they want to score some points before halftime hits, they need to get some big yardages out of their men.
Yeah, first time they're in a 2 wide receiver back shotgun set. And this one time it's timed perfectly. Pearson there on the block there, the pass intended for Viper.
Yeah, and it just looked like Jay Viper with a little bit of pressure just couldn't get his hands on the football. As you said, Terrence Pearson basically breathing down his throat as the pass was coming in and just couldn't get his hands on the football. And now it's a quick 3rd and 7 here for San Jose.
3rd and 7 at the 23-yard line for San Jose. 5 wide receiver shotgun. Looks like a hard count by Sipe, but he gets the snap off. He throws it short, but
down.
It's
nope.
Short of the first down marker. Azaria away with the catch, but a timeout is called.
Yeah, they had the trips formation on the right side working for them, and they had looked to be Jay Viper going on an out route on that far right side, but Sipe goes with his check down option and doesn't get enough yardage as Azaria Way does, and now forces a 4th and 2 punt situation.
As it's Aaron Lind on the punt. Isaiah King the 4th to return. Gets it at his 29-yard line, and he will take it to the 31-yard line there. 1st and 10 for Ottawa. And just because the SFL offseason, it's the SFL offseason, doesn't mean content creators are still pumping out great content around the league. Catch SFL Nights with AJ Stracker. Say it with your chest. Netma, and of course the show all about the minor leaguers. Fights and insight. To check out the archived version of the community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click on the logo of your favorite SFL entertainment and on our homepage. 1st and 10 for Ottawa at their own 31. Cyrus shot throws, and that one is caught by Rourke, and Rourke will move the chains for a 1st down.
The important thing here is that Ottawa doesn't have to use a timeout. Got pushed out of bounds, and again, it's that out route really working out for Ottawa here, especially for Rourke, as again, she just bruises her way through to another 12 yards, and Ottawa moving the chains here.
1st and 10 this time at the Ottawa 43. Single set, 3 wide receiver set. Jive going under center. Gets a snap, he goes back to pass. He throws, and that one is caught.
Wow.
By Gus Scott, and that is a 1st down, moving the chains quickly.
That's one of the issues of getting in front of corners there, is that you're going to find that catch.
Jive back to throw again. Scott with another pass caught. And that'll be a 2nd and 3 after a gain of 6.
And a very good job from Gus Scott to get himself just stepping a little bit out of bounds, knowing that the tackle was going to come sooner or later. Didn't want to bobble it loose on any tackle, and just pushes forward enough to get a decent situation out of it. 2nd and 3 opens up the playbook a lot for the Cavalry.
2nd and 3 coming up at the San Jose 31. 2 wide receiver set here. Jive under center.
Watch the corners here.
Jive gets a snap.
Oh, he got beat. He got
him. Finds Scott for a touchdown. Cavalry.
And that's one of the issues of bunching the corners there. You had Braylon Kingmore and Skinny Washington bunching up super close. And the issue with that is that if he gets burned, he's going to get burned big time. And Gus Scott has that speed to beat any corner, not only in the SFLm, but possibly in the SFL once he gets into his rookie season, as he's progressed immensely throughout this season. Ottawa finally gets their first lead of the game here with 40 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, he's a two-way player from DC. As the snap and hold is good. The kick is up by Jacobson, and that one is good, and it's 17-10 Ottawa over San Jose.
Man, has this been a grind of a 2-minute drill here, as we're going to see our third drive just in these final 2 minutes alone. Just an amazing work from both the defenses and offenses of both teams to really shorten this clock and really make this a great game.
As the Jacobson kick is away to Way. Way receives it about a 6. And he will advance it to his 28-yard line. And with 36 seconds to go, like you said, this could be a situation where San Jose takes this ball all the way to the house in the last 36 seconds to tie it up once more.
And they need to be smart with the decision that they make on just this set of downs. If they really want to score 6 out of this, that safety crew in Ottawa has been on point in deflecting passes and bobbling for interceptions here.
As Sipe gets the snap, he throws it over to Cooper there, and Cooper will get a nice about 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain of that 2nd and 6.
It'll inch them a little bit closer here. Just kind of setting things up, knowing that the deep pass might not be it here from this far away from the end zone. So maybe set themselves up for a situation where they can go for a deep pass later on.
2nd and 6 from their own 32. Zipe gets the snap. He throws it short over to Bacon, and Bacon will get a first down, but there's a flag in the play. And he is pushed out of bounds by Connolly and Frosty, but there's a flag on the play.
I have a feeling that might go back. I think I saw a hold from the offensive line. I couldn't see who, though.
Oh, Torino Rivera gets called for clipping, and that will push the flight back.
Yeah, and that's not what they wanted there, because San Jose got the prime first down and a bit more. They got about 13 yards out of that play, so it was a great job of running that play, just unfortunately clipping one of the defensive members, and that's going to push them back even further.
2nd and 15. Repeat of the down here, this time at the 22.
Now they have to pass.
5 wide receiver shotgun. Sipe gets the snap. He throws.
Wow.
Terrell Cooper on the catch, and that is a first down.
They got to be quick here, either to spike this football or get a quick play in.
5 wide receiver shotgun set. Sipe throws again. This one is almost intercepted by TJ Frosty, or Mark Bryan Jr., excuse me.
Yeah, very close once again.
I make that Pearson, excuse me.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to catch numbers just mid-play, so no problem with that. But Terrence Pearson doing a great job just staying in front of the football, knowing the trajectory of Jordan Sipe's passes. The secondary's done really good in just deflecting passes here in this first half against San Jose.
Yeah, San Jose has a handoff. It's to JG Bacon, and Bacon gets
Oh, call that
5
timeout.
yards out of that, and they will call a timeout here. 2 timeout remaining for Ottawa, 1 for San Jose.
Now this is going to be gut check time here for San Jose. You have to think this is going to be a Hail Mary situation, or maybe just concede and run it up the gut to shed the clock away. But I think Jordan Sipe has the arm to at least throw it 50 yards. I mean, most quarterbacks in this league can throw for 50 yards. So I would think a Hail Mary's coming up, and anything is possible on a Hail Mary.
Yeah, anything is possible in the SFL, including Hail Mary passes here. We're in that formation. Sipe gets the snap. Pumps once. Looking to throw, but fail. But fail and Blaylock and but it's Vale and Blaylock there to get the tackle for loss there. No. That's the end of the first half. Calgary up 17-10 in this 1-4 matchup. As we go to the second half here, Ottawa will get the second half kickoff. Justin Rasai, Brett Solberg on the call. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters producing. As the kick from Kavanaugh is away to Isaiah King IV. Gets it at about his 15. Stiff arms one man, but that man will bring him down at the 29-yard line. And this second half try for Ottawa, is this get a touchdown, start running here with Salmons, or do what you do in the first half?
I think right now is just try to demoralize that San Jose defense in any way possible. You could run it down their throats with Dwayne Salmons and make this like a 6 to 7 minute drive, or just throw one play and get that touchdown. It's up to them.
Cyrus Shive throwing to Salmons in the flats, but Salmons will get back to the original line of scrimmage there.
And you also have to think from the opposite side. San Jose really would love a quick 3 and out so they can get that football back and try to tie this game as quickly as possible. Because once you get into the second half, the back of your mind, you start thinking of time remaining instead of opportunities remaining.
As the handoff is to Salmons this time, and Salmons drags the pile there to about a 2-yard gain. Dwayne Salmons there, getting 1.9 yards of carry tonight in this game.
Yeah, and it feels like aside from that 59-yard run that led to a touchdown in that first quarter, it's felt like he's only averaged 1.9 yards per carry, as San Jose's done a great job of shoring up Salmons.
3 wide receivers to the top of your screen, a bunch formation. Pass over to look like, that was Gus Scott there, and Scott goes out of bounds 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and possibly was hoping to look for a catch and run situation, but San Jose just with enough space between him and the first down line to stop him behind. And yeah, that's what San Jose wanted, a quick 3 and out, and they're going to get the football back.
As it's 4th and 3 and an Aiden Luff pump coming up. Aiden Luff kicks it away to Azaria Way from about his 21-yard line, and he will take it to the 24-yard line. Where San Jose will get their first shot in the second half.
And it's their shot to tie this game up here. Jordan Sipe, despite the 2 interceptions, has looked pretty decent so far in this game with a little bit over 150 yards, if I'm not mistaken, with my internal math chart kicking in. I sometimes have to remember the Canadian to American conversion, so I might be off a couple yards on that.
Yeah, off a couple yards. As Sipe gets the pass off there to Jay Viper, and Viper is out of bounds, but it'll be a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and Jay Viper getting himself involved here early in this third quarter, as we saw a lot of him in the first, getting 7 catches just in the first quarter alone, and now gets to his 9th. He's getting close to double digits here and has been a big part of San Jose's offensive explosion that started off that game.
2nd and 10 from the 24-yard line of San Jose. Sipe under center, 3 wide receivers bunched to the top. Sipe throws, and that one is caught by Cooper, and Cooper will advance, or Zales, excuse me, with that catch, and he will advance the chains.
Yeah, very quick pass and catch option done by San Jose, knowing that with the multi-receiver set on the left side, someone was bound to get open, and it happened to be their fourth string wide receiver in Vern Zales, all 5'11" of him catching that football and getting a key first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of San Jose. Sipe gets a snap. He throws it to DJ Bandit. Bandit will get the first down all the way down to their own 48.
Yeah, kind of using the Ottawa system here as Dusty Rourke is having herself quite the game with those out routes. This time, DJ Bandit gets a little bit of love here as he finds a nice 5-yard out route and just bullies his way through for that first down. And this is what San Jose needed to get that first drive there. It's been a little bit dry in the second quarter. This third quarter is going to be really defining how San Jose is going to move forward in this game.
1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Jordan Sipe back to pass. He's too short. Finds Jay-Z. Looked like he found Bacon there, Viper, excuse me, in the short route, and that'll be a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's going to be a short catch for Jay Viper once again here. Now double digits. They're going to give him 9 receptions here, 85 yards. Definitely been a big impact here, just even on that in route, getting a couple yards.
2nd and 6. He gets a snap. Looking for Bandit there, but all there was white jerseys surrounding him.
And look where it was again, trying to be opportunistic. It's Amar Bryant Jr. was still looking for number 3 in the interception chart and just bobbles his hands away. And football goes on the ground, and now another opportunity for San Jose to possibly get a first down and maybe even more.
3rd and 6 from Ottawa's 48. Sipe under center, barking out signals. He gets the snap. Short pass over to Bacon, and Bacon will not get the first down. He is 4 yards short.
Yeah, and it just didn't seem like Jay-Z Bacon had the speed coming in, crossing that line of scrimmage boundary, trying to get past 2 defenders. It's tough to get past 1, let alone 2, and he only gets about a yard out of that. So San Jose, unfortunately, despite starting off a little bit hot on this drive, is going to force to punt this away.
Lynn punts it away to Isaiah King the fourth. Gets it at his 13, but he only advances it to his 14.
And now Ottawa has to think to themselves, it was a great job from the defense to kind of shore things up after what seemed like San Jose was starting to roll here. So Ottawa really needs to take advantage, try to find something in that offensive system, maybe a stretch run to Dwayne Salmons, or in this case, go with the trips to the right.
As we have two wide receivers to the top of your screen and a shotgun formation here for Cyrus Jive. Jive will get the snap. He throws it the way of Gus Scott, and he will get a good 5 yards out of that, 6 yards out of that one. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, and Gus Scott definitely, through this last quarter and a half, has definitely been a huge impact to Ottawa. Even with the short routes and getting these deep catches, he's been playing all levels of the field pretty well here throughout this game.
Jive under center, single set backfield handoff to Dwayne Salmons, and Simmons will lose yardage there. As coming from his linebacker spot, there was Four-Acre.
Yeah, and Four-Acre again, he's got fantastic awareness for a linebacker, and he finds himself recognizing what the play was going to be, and just beats Salmons behind the line.
Shotgun formation for Cyrus Jive. He gets the snap. He throws it in a crowd of
boy,
San Jose jerseys, but making the catch was Isaiah King the fourth, or Harper, the backup wide receiver.
Yeah, Harry Harper, a very interesting route that he ran through, and Cyrus Jive did a great job just, again, pinpointing the location of the pass and making sure that his receivers have enough time to run to that football. And in this case, Cyrus Jive still split 2 safeties to get that catch to Harry Harper. What an amazing throw.
Harry Harper moving the change to the 40-yard line for a 1st and 10. Cyrus Shive gets a snap. He throws it and finds, once again in the short route, this time Michael Knight on the catch.
Yeah, and that short route's going to really work out if you're trying to really misdirect those corners, go from deep to short, and they go with the deeper pass, get the catch, and now they go with the shorter route option, and they get another catch out of this. So Ottawa finding their stride here.
Ottawa finding the stride, 6:10 to go, third quarter. Cyrus Jive changing the play under center. Goes back to pass. He throws it short, and this time it's Gus Scott on the catch, and he will move the chains for a 1st down.
And again, another out route, this time a little bit deeper, and they're going with the old reliable so far in this game, and Gus Scott, he manages to grab the catch and get a couple extra yards as now Ottawa's in enemy territory.
1st and 10, 43-yard line of San Jose. Offset I formation. He gets a snap, back to pass, throws it to Sammons. Sammons makes the catch. He will advance it to almost 10 yards, but he makes it 9 yards, so it'll be a 2nd and a yard coming up.
Yeah, it was a great job from the offensive line to get to the linebackers, who would have been the backup option for the San Jose defense to get to Dwayne Sammons, but the blocking did a great job to leave it wide open on that right side to get those 9 yards.
2nd and a yard coming up on the San Jose 33, and Sammons moves the pile to the 31. That'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, that's just bruising his way to a 1st down. The offensive line didn't give a lot of space, but not a lot of space is all that Sammons needed just to squeeze his way through like mustard from a bottle to get his 1st down.
1st and 10 in a single back formation. Jive back to pass. He throws, and that one is caught by Rourke on another 1st down as he moves the chains.
And Cyrus Jive had a defender breathing down his throat just before he got that throw off, and it just seemed like Sam Foraker, the linebacker, was probably supposed to cover Dusty Rourke, just missed an assignment and left Rourke wide open on that deep post route, and gets herself a big gain, and now red zone territory is the Cavalry.
1st and 10 at the 11. They can get a 1st down by crossing the 1-yard line, but Cyrus Jives back to pass. Throws it short, and that is knocked down there. Make that big man time and again here on the coverage.
Yeah, and he had that forward progression where if he would have caught that, he probably could have gotten to midfield if he would have kept going with that interception. Just, again, good awareness from this linebacking core. There might be some slip-ups every now and again, but the linebacking core for San Jose has definitely been a moment of solace whenever they're backed up to their own territory.
Jairus Skives gets a snap out of the single back formation. Caught there by Sammons, and Sammons will get back to the little for to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Or Maheta, will get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, and San Jose's done a pretty good job throughout this game to basically limit any options for Ottawa in the red zone. So if they can stop them one more time, they're going to possibly force another field goal out of them.
Another different formation here. Two running backs this time. Pass off. Finds Isaiah King the fourth in the flat, in the short route, but it's a few yards short of at the 4, and it'll be a field goal here.
Yeah, and it seemed like Ottawa was just conceding that they were going to get that. They were going to get at least a field goal attempt, so they just wanted to go with a short option, just inch that a little bit closer for their kicker. Both receivers going on an out route, so it didn't look like it was going to get first down territory at any moment.
As the Jacobson kick is up, and it is good from 21 yards, and it is now 20-10. Ottawa leads San Jose. An esports TV has partnered with the SFL to bring sim football to millions of homes over the next 2 years. ESTV is the world's first 24/7 live linear and video on-demand esports channel available everywhere through your smart TV, your phone, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and more. Visit estv.co to learn more about its programming and to find all the ways you can catch the SFL action on the network. As Azaria Way gets the kickoff, And he will take it to about the 26-yard line there for San Jose to start this next drive.
Yeah, and San Jose really might have to be thinking desperation mode here. You still have about 13 minutes, maybe close to 14 minutes in this game here, but with their offense being so flat in the last 15 minutes or so of game time, they really need to get this flight crew revved up a little bit more.
As it throws it short over to a beautiful catch there. Look by Zales there, and Zales will get a 6-yard gain out of that.
And again, when you have a lot of receivers, especially on one side of the field, one of them is bound to get open either really quickly or later on. They go with the quick option just to get 7 yards, and Vern Zales just manages to hold on to the football.
As we're in an I formation here. Handoff is to JZ Bacon to make it, finds a hole, first down, moves the pile all the way down to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's a big push from JZ Bacon. We know that he has a good starting off burst of speed, and that's all he really needed. Good job from Geronimo Rivera as well, just kind of separating the path once that gap got open to give Bacon the chance to grab that first down.
1st and 10 from the San Jose 41. Shotgun formation. Sipe gets a snap. Looking to throw. He throws, and that is almost intercepted there by TJ Frosty, looking for Bandit on that play.
Yeah, and it was very close to being another long catch. It just seemed like Sipe just underthrew it a little bit, which was very unfortunate for the San Jose side, but they've got another chance here. It's only 2nd down. They've got opportunities to move this football forward.
2nd and 10 from the 41-yard line. 2 back, 2 wide receiver formation. Sipe gets the snap. He's back to throw. He throws it and is caught by Viper, and Viper gets it down to about the 47-yard line. That'll be a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And San Jose might have to start relying more on Jay Viper, as he's been getting the majority of the catches here in this game. Maybe start to get a little bit more on the deeper side. Maybe stop playing a little bit conservative, even though Sipe has 2 interceptions.
Sipe gets a snap out of this from center. He throws it short right to look like Bacon there, and he gets almost to the first down marker, but they call him short.
And they're going with Jay Viper's way again, this time going with
Viper, excuse me.
That's all good. Crossing in route for Viper, and it goes short. And it looked like he had a first down from our perspective, as they're going to go 4th and inches here, possibly. Maybe run the clock a little bit, which they don't need to do. I think they need to snap this.
Snap is away on 4th down, and it is incomplete. Looking for Viper, and he drops a turnover on downs. It's Ottawa football.
Yeah, they went with the right direction there. Jay Viper was open. He almost had the catch as well, but just found himself in the middle of a giant brick wall that was Fields, and just bobbled that football loose. And turnover on downs. Ottawa, this is your time to take advantage here and try to possibly break this game away from San Jose.
1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of Ottawa. Jive under center. Back to pass. Looking to throw. He throws.
Good patience.
Finds Gus Scott and Michael Knight there for a first down, moving the chains.
And that's good patience and good composure from Cyrus Jive, as he saw people approaching, 2 right there really close to him, and he just slides himself to the right and finds an open man in Michael Knight, who just has enough of an open opportunity to get that first down, and that is what Ottawa needs to continue pushing this football forward.
Ottawa 1st and 10, moving the ball to the 38-yard line of San Jose. 16 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Jive gets a snap. He throws it, finds Isaiah King the 4th there, but he goes out of bounds, losing 2 yards.
Yeah, that seemed to be maybe a little bit of a check down, maybe a screen play, and Jive was forced to throw behind because corner was just right all over him. So the corners, of course, going to allow that pass to happen 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12 from the 40. Jive back to pass. He throws it to Sammons. Sammons, thought he saw an opening, but there on the play was Antonio Nichols. And that's it for this third quarter. Ottawa on an upset alert, 20-10 over the number 1 seed. We will be back right after this. You're watching the SFLm playoffs, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Back in San Jose, California. Justin Rasad, Brett Solberg on the call, but Cameron Irvine producing back at SFL headquarters. Final quarter, put your 4s and 86s in the chat. Shotgun set for Cyrus Jive. Cyrus Jive gets the snap. He throws a bomb, and that one is caught. Look, it was caught. Looked like, yes, that is Scott on the catch. First down, moving the chains.
Yeah, and the young cornerback duo of Braylon King Moore and Skinny Washington, they're starting to get exposed a little bit here, as this time King Moore just got absolutely burnt off the get-go from Gus Scott, who's burnt Skinny Washington already in this game, and gets another key first down for the Cavalry.
First down and 10 from the San Jose 19-yard line. Handoff to Wayne Sammons. Sammons gets a 1-yard gain of that before he stopped there.
Now that they're inside the red zone, you have to think Ottawa's going to try to clock as much time off so that San Jose has a less chance of trying to get back in this game. They know that they're well within field goal territory. Right now, it's only, if I'm not mistaken, a 35-yarder or 36-yarder, so they can definitely make this, but they can inch forward here on this play.
Cyrus Jive gets a snap. He throws it short over to Michael Knight. Michael Knight will get a good gain out of that for a 3rd and 4.
And again, they're just trying to inch their way forward this time. Unfortunately, it got out of bounds, so they would stop the clock, but it definitely does expand time for this Ottawa offense to kind of rest a little bit here, as they've had the football for a decent chunk of time already in this third quarter, already in the end of this third quarter and some of the fourth.
3rd and 4 from the 13-yard line. Gyrus guy gets a snap. He throws it, finds Gus Scott in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavalry.
And that is a huge shot to the heart for San Jose, as once again the corners just get beat, and I think it was Braylon King Moore again getting beat, and it leaves Gus Scott open on the post route down the middle, and now Ottawa with a 16-point lead might have this in the bag if San Jose's offense can't wake up.
Eric Jacobson to attempt the extra point. Snap and hold are good. The kick is up, and it is good, and it is 27-10. Ottawa over San Jose, and APM Music is unrivaled music, bringing your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com. As the Jacobson kick is away to Azaria Way. Azaria Way receives that at his 10-yard line. And he will stopped at the 30, about the 30-yard line. And this is an important drive to start for San Jose as they are down 27-10.
Yeah, and the flight will have to find themselves their inner Queen City, the Cardiac Kids, as Will Todd says in the chat. They're going to have to find that work. They need to start off this drive here. They need to start off this comeback with a touchdown, no doubt in my mind.
Handoff to JZ Bacon, and JZ Bacon trying to find the hole, but there was a lot of Ottawa Cavalry there. Mississippi and company were there with the tackle.
Yeah, not a good start for this San Jose team. Maybe looking to just misdirect the Ottawa defense, as San Jose's quite a few of their last couple of drives have started with passes. So maybe starting with a run, trying to misdirect them, but Ottawa was all ready for it.
2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. Sipe under center. Jive throws it short to Viper, and Viper gets about a 4-yard gain before he goes out of bounds.
And Ottawa's doing really good to know that they're down big and they're looking for that deep pass. So San Jose is going to be forced with these short passes and try to inch their way forward, which is not what they want with 9-10 left to go. They're down 3 possessions. They need to use as little clock as possible.
Another shotgun, this time a shotgun formation on 3rd and 5 at the 33. Sipe gets the snap. He throws, and it is into coverage, and that is put away by Scott Neal.
Yeah, and a really good job from Josh Neal to come in as that secondary safety member, as it looked like Terrence Pearson, I believe, was on that right side, just got beat a little bit by Jay Viper, and this time with the help of Josh Neal, deflects that football away, and San Jose forced to punt this away again.
Lind to punt it away to Isaiah King the 4th. Punt is away. From his 29-yard line goes Isaiah King the 4th, and he will bring it back to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ottawa.
Now it's Ottawa's time to really milk that clock. 8:50 left to go in this game. I would like to think we're going to see a healthy dose of Mr. Dwayne Salmons here.
Yeah, Dwayne Salmons here, and look at the other semifinal. Looking like if these scores hold, the championship game will be at Vitality Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Jive gets the snap. He throws it, that one is caught by Michael Knight, wide open, moving the chains to the 45-yard line. 1st down, Ottawa.
Yeah, and it seemed like the corner was stuck with his first matchup, and this time it looked to be, I want to say that was Gus Scott on the opposite side there, so it left a linebacker wide receiver matchup, and Diamond was just not ready for that matchup and left Michael Knight wide open.
1st and 10 from the 45 of San Jose. Cyrus Jive under center. Handoff to Salmons, and Salmons is stopped behind the line.
Yeah, and San Jose is going to need that. They start things off with basically a 1.5-yard loss, really using all their linebackers to get to Salmons, but now they have to prepare for the passing game here for Cyrus Jive, or possibly in this 2-back set, another run up the gut.
2nd and 12 from the San Jose 47. Jive back to pass. Fakes once, throws, and that one is caught. Gus Scott on the catch, moving the chains for Ottawa.
And just everything working right for this Ottawa offense here in this second half. Braylon King-Moore did a great job to stay behind, knowing that the last couple second downs on deep scenarios was going to be a deep pass. But changing the pace was Gus Scott, going in between the linebackers and safeties and finding that open hole for another great catch.
1st and 10 at the San Jose 24 for Ottawa. Single back formation, Cyrus Jive under center. He gets the snap. Throws it over to Dwayne Salmons, and Salmons finds the space where even though there was no blockers there, he gets a 4-yard gain out of that. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yeah. And I have to think to myself, what was Greg Ward thinking on that other side, knowing that he was basically inches beside Dwayne Salmons? Could have stopped him right behind the line of scrimmage, but he just stops going and just turns way too late and gets a positive gain instead.
2nd and 5, 6 yards here at the 20-yard line. Salmons trying to move one man, but he gets a good yard out of that before he's dropped by 4-acre.
Yeah, and San Jose, this is another opportunity to get to make a stop here. But Ottawa has done their job here. They've gone into field goal territory, and they could really go with anything here. I would think another run for Dwayne Salmons is in store here.
It's 3rd and 4 at the 18-yard line of San Jose. Handoff to Salmons, and Salmons stops. He gets the 1st down, moving the chains, doing a stop and go kind of a run there.
Yeah, and again, that Ottawa's offensive line been really on point, especially in this 4th quarter, giving the space open for Salmons to run through. excuse me. And again, it's that wide open space. This is probably the most open space that we've seen from a Dwayne Salmon's gut run in this entirety of the second half.
First and goal from the 10. Cyrus Jive back to pass. He throws it short over to Michael Knight or to Rourke, excuse me, and she will get it to the 2-yard line for a second and goal.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to this Ottawa offense. They've been doing a really great job spreading the wealth and getting a lot of receivers involved. We talk about Gus Scott a lot, especially in the second half, but we can't forget about Dusty Rourke and the rest of the crew. Michael Knight has been a big impact in this second half as well.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Cyrus Jive going back to pass. He throws, and it is up. But it's intercepted. 4-acre on the interception.
And that possibly breathes life into San Jose here, as Michael Knight was fingertips away from salami and cheese, mama, but just bobbles out of his hands, and Rob 4-acre, I should say. Rob, Sam, they don't even sound the same. Why am I mixing those two up? Nonetheless, this is the life that San Jose needs to get back in this game, but they need to score quickly.
Yeah, they need to score quickly and obviously fast if they want to take Albuquerque to Los Angeles, but no, 3-yard loss there for Jay-Z Bacon. Bronx on the tackle.
And it just seems like this Ottawa defensive line is ready for anything involving Jay-Z Bacon or Geronimo Rivera. Now we need to rely on Jordan Sipe to sling that rock deep. I don't think they really need to look for short options at this point. They need to get big yards and get them fast.
Second and 12 from the 16. Short pass complete to JG Bennett, and now they're in a two-minute offense, 4:47 to go.
Yeah, they need to hurry this up.
Sipe throws, and that is almost intercepted.
That looked to be Fields again in the vicinity of the football, who's been making a really good impact, being that opposite side outside linebacker to Timothy Connolly, who's been seeing a lot of action the other way to try to stop any options from happening. So great job from this linebacking core of Ottawa.
4th and 3 at the 27. It is a go for it situation for San Jose.
There it is.
Fields gets the pass, and that is caught. First down. Moving the chains, and we're going into a no huddle here.
I don't mind this. They got 3 receivers to the bottom. They can change things up quick.
Sipe with another throw. Caught again this time.
Oh, that's good.
By Cooper, and this time, and it goes all the way to the Ottawa 39.
There's the big yardage that they need there. They flip the field now.
First and 10 of the 39. Again, Sipe gets the snap. This time, throw to J.G. Bacon, and Bacon gets stopped short there by Mark Bryant Jr. this time. Or Pearson. We go back to for 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and they've really been spreading the wealth here on this hurry up.
Sipe once again gets the snap. Bacon again gets the catch, and he is pushed down. There, Wallace and a whole bunch of others there. Now it's a 3rd and 3.
Big third down here for San Jose.
31-yard lines. Sipe gets a snap. He throws it into Ottawa coverage. First man there looked like Wallace, but Zales is the intended receiver.
Yeah, he kind of had 2 receivers in that general area, but it looked like Jordan Sipe just overthrew it a little bit there. As we reach the final score, as the number 3 seed Albuquerque Adams advance to the SFLm championship game, winning over Annapolis 31-13. Are we going to see a potential 4-3 matchup in the final?
Yeah, are we possibly seeing a championship game at a Vitality Field? If San Jose here gets a field goal, get a chance to come back. It is up, and it is good from Kavanaugh, 48 yards, 27-13. Ottawa still with the lead.
Yeah, and they're obviously going to go with an onside kick here as they're down 2 full scores. But I would think as San Jose, you really want to get a touchdown out of it, but they'll take the consolation prize of a field goal. But that's step 1. Step 2 here is to recover this onside kick.
Onside kick. Chances are dwindling slim for this championship game to go to Los Angeles here.
Oh, it's possible.
And that is recovered by Ottawa. 1st and 10, Ottawa at the San Jose 41.
Yeah, and it looked like after that bobble there, it looked to be Marty Hampton, their 5th-string wide receiver that possibly could have grabbed that football, but instead Ottawa grabs it, and at the 41 with 3.5 left to go, you have to think either go for the jugular or just run this down.
1st and 10. Stein back to throw. Throws it to Salmons, and Salmons looking for blockers, but he can't find any.
Yeah, and that screenplay is just not working for them. They've worked this about 6 or 7 times throughout this game, and there's just no secondary blockers for Salmons. So the linebackers just have easy pickings to Salmons, no issue, and it's another 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12, 42. San Jose's 42-yard line. San Jose's defense, knowing that their chances of taking the championship game to Los Angeles are slim. I formation for Ottawa. Handoff to Dwayne Salmons. And this time, Salmons has blockers on the run play, and he gets a good 6-7 yard gain out of that. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, and we haven't seen too many outside runs from Dwayne Salmons. This time they go, instead of up the gut, they stretch that play to the left side, and the blockers did a really good job in just giving Salmons that 6 yards as we inch closer to the 2-minute warning.
Shotgun set here for Ottawa. He gets the snap. He throws, and that one is caught out of bounds. Michael Knight. It's a 4th and 1, but that pass is completed. It's 4th and 1.
And it's going to be decision time for Ottawa here. This is going to be a 48-yard field goal attempt. Might be too much of field to try to kick that football. And San Jose is going to challenge this to possibly push them even further back. This is very questionable to see if this goes through. I'm not too sure myself.
Yeah, not too sure myself. It was called complete on the play. Originally called complete on the field. Coaches' challenges are allowed before the 2-minute warning.
Ooh, that's close.
Looked like Knight's foot was in bounds. Let's see what R62 says.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was
Incomplete.
Wow.
Pass there. San Jose is not charged with a timeout before the 2-minute warning.
It's a very interesting challenge nonetheless, because that basically takes off only 5 yards, but it definitely pushes them well out of field goal range. So they're going to have to force to punt this. Ottawa is really hoping to get this inside the 10 to make this pretty much insurmountable for San Jose.
Insurmountable for sure, as it's Aiden Loft on the punt. Azaria Wade back to return. Bounces at the 10. Bounces at the 1, and it is touchback, and we're at the 2-minute warning. Does San Jose have a chance to take this out to LA, or will Ottawa take this game to the Valley of the Sun? We will return right after this. You're watching the SFLm, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Back in San Jose, California, Justin Rasad, Brett Silberg on the call, Cameron Irvine producing this. Cyrus Jordan Sipe gets an incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10 coming up, and the chances of this championship going to LA have gone from slim to none, and Slim is about to just leave town.
Yeah, they've really have to get something deep going on here. There's still a chance. I'm still going to give San Jose a chance here, but they definitely need to score quick. 116 seconds left on the clock, so they really need to make this happen.
1:56 to be exact. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line of San Jose. Sight back to throw, caught there by Cooper there. First down to 10 of the 33. 2-minute drill here for San Jose.
Yeah, this is the only option they got.
Sight throws it again. Zales with the catch. He will get 8 yards out of that. 2nd and 2.
They need to find something deep here now. They've gone short a few times. They need to find a 20-yard plus catch.
Sipe once again back to pass, looking.
Oh, I don't think that's completed though.
A Isaiah Wade catch, but a fumble is called, and it's Ottawa football.
I don't know. If I'm the booth, I would check this because I don't think he had full possession of that football. I would rule that incomplete. I'm not too sure myself. So right now we're going to call this a fumble and ball game for Ottawa, but there it is. The booth review's coming in.
Yep, our 62 was buzzed, and he is going under the hood.
Just looking at that initial replay alone, I think only 1 foot was down for Azariah Way as he caught that. Yeah, and there's just there's a bunch of Ottawa members there. It seems like just an incompletion to me. I'm not too sure what the ruling's going to be, though. Let's hear from our 62.
The receiver did not have possession of the ball and is therefore incomplete. Visiting team's ball.
Oh, wow. So a fumble on the play. Ottawa football, 1st and 10.
That is very interesting. I don't even know if that's the right call, R62. It only looked like 1 foot was down, but I'm not one here to judge from, all this way away.
As Salmons will get the carry. Timeout call by San Jose.
Yeah, and with that change of possession, you have to think from San Jose's side, it's just so extremely demoralizing. 1 first down for Ottawa, and this pretty much seals it for them.
1 first down, and we're going to the championship game on Friday. Goes to the Valley of the Sun. As Salmons gets the handoff, and he will be stopped behind the line once again, and another timeout taken by San Jose.
And another decision time for Ottawa here. It is 3rd and 16. Do you want to aim for Dwayne Salmons to get a 16-yard run, or do you go for it here on a pass and hope that you get that first down? It's a very interesting situation. They're going to go empty set, so clearly it's going to be a pass.
5 wide shotgun set here for Ottawa.
Oh, we got burned again.
Snap, and he gets it to Scott with a first down, moving the chains and a timeout, San Jose, and this could be it.
And that has been the whole story for San Jose's secondary throughout the second half, getting burned by Gus Scott. It doesn't matter if it's Braylon King Moore, doesn't matter if it's Skinny Washington, doesn't matter if it's the 4-star safeties that they have. But Gus Scott has just been a man on a mission throughout the entirety of this second half, and he has sealed the deal for Ottawa, and I think they're going to go to LA.
It is actually, this championship game is going to the Valley of the Sun as the Adams won 31-13 in the one semifinal, and the 1-13 team, once this kneel down happens, will take it down, and Ottawa will be beating the number 1 seed and regular season champions.
Look, I'm not from the U.S., so I can't remember all the locations and stuff like that. L.A. looks like Phoenix to me sometimes, so I'm sorry for everyone in L.A. and Arizona mixing you guys up there. But yes, Ottawa's going to head to Arizona to face Albuquerque here in the SFLm Championship. What an interesting matchup that's going to be.
As the final 40 seconds tick off the clock. And we're going to have another kneel down from Cyrus Jive here. And this semifinal game is about to go in the books as an Ottawa upset, as they will defeat the number 1 seed and regular season champion as San Jose Flight. Ten seconds left as the final seconds tick down. And that is it. The Ottawa Cavalry move on to the championship game in Phoenix, Arizona, defeating the number 1 seed, San Jose Flight, 27-13. Your final thoughts, Brett?
It's just an amazing display of work from the second half, both defensively and offensively, from the Ottawa Cavalry. As you can see there, 414 passing yards altogether from Cyrus Jive. Just a display of work from him and his main benefactor, Gus Scott, who is just a dynamo for the entirety of like this the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth, just relying on his options and just burning the secondary like it's burnt on toast. Just an amazing from this crew in Ottawa, and they wholeheartedly deserve to be in this SFL championship game. Congrats to Ottawa.
Yeah, congratulations to Ottawa. Great season by the San Jose Flight. One game short of the championship, but a regular season championship nonetheless. But again, it's all about the SFLm championship game. That's the title that both Ottawa and now Albuquerque will be fighting for in the Valley of the Sun at Vitality Field.
Yeah, and I have to think, if you're Albuquerque here, you're definitely watching just this game on replay just to see what Ottawa did right. And it seemed like almost everything throughout that second half went right for Ottawa to get that success. Just remember, it was a one-score game heading into halftime. It was only 17-10, but Ottawa shored up their defense, only limited San Jose to 3 points, and just ran away with it later in the game.
As the player of the game is Gus Scott, 13 receptions, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 17.1 yards per catch. For Brett Solberg, I'm Justin Rassad, and our producer, Cameron Irvine. This has been a production of the Simulation Football League. Enjoy your night, and we'll see you Friday night for the SFLm Championship game in Phoenix, Arizona.
Bear